A little bit more of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, I reckon. That'll do. This looks really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I've always been a fan of this series. I played both previous games on PC, which was kind of the only way to play them. I mean, it was the only way to play the first one.
Yeah.
And the second one got a 360 port, and bless them for trying. It didn't quite work in some ways.
I'd like to meet the person that designed those menus.
Yeah, it was a little bit pared down. It was a little bit fiddly, and it was obviously a PC game, and that's fine. This time around, they are clearly going far more multi-platform in their approach. Obviously, from the outset, they're targeting, PS4 and Xbox One and PC all in the same thing. So, yeah, hopefully, the console experience will be equal to, or at least almost equal to, the PC. And CD Projekt Red may have only made 2 games so far, but they were 2 really good games. So, I've absolutely got faith that this one will be just as good. The world looks stunning, and some of the claims they've made about how big it is.
Bigger than Skyrim?
Yeah, so but they're saying it's like 50 times the size of Witcher 2 or something ridiculous.
I already remember seeing
yeah, it looks beautiful and it's a huge world. But the best thing about the Witcher games is that rather than a lot of games, moral choice is kind of one of these hot topics in games at the moment. And a lot of these games are like, oh, are you going to hug the baby and give it back to its mother? Or are you going to kill the baby, steal its chocolate, and then marry its mother, and then kill her? Are you good or evil? Are you a nice person or a bastard? Witcher doesn't do that. The Witcher will give you options where you're not sure which the best one is. You're not sure what's the good one and what's the bad one, because there isn't a kind of clearly defined black or white.
Yeah. Kind of a bit more Fallout-y then.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to screw somebody over, and they're also really good at making those consequences actually stick and mean something in the game. You can really kind of affect the way the story goes. And that's what I'm interested to see how much of that carries over, because when you're doing that in a relatively linear game world, that's one thing. When you're having this wildly branching story with a ton of variables in a huge ass open world, that must take a hell of a lot of work.
Yeah.